Hi everybody, how are you? I'm Becky, your APS Employee Wellness Coordinator. So we're going to take a really cool stretch and movement break, and then I'll give you an update where we are with our Thrive in 2025. I'm calling it Fighting Inertia. That's what we're doing with June as the new January. We're fighting inertia and not letting the setbacks become our new set points. So that's what we're going to talk about after our stretch. So let's go. All right, let's start with breathing. You know that's where I like to start. So inhale, reach up, and exhale down. Nice big shoulder roll. This is your chance just to kind of let it all flow. If you need to roll your neck and shoulders, inhale up and exhale down. We're going to take the feet apart. Nice. Now bring those arms up. And we're just going to start with these very basic openers. Just kind of opening and closing. Feel the shoulder blades come together and then come in. Nice. Now reach up, and then we're pulling into that W. So again, engaging that middle back and opening the chest. Reach. Pull. Now reach toward me and open. Nice. Good. We're going to kind of get a little rotation. Reach that up. Bring it down into that W. Now right arm reach. And then the left. And all we're doing is kind of lifting that rib cage. It's just like that stretch when you get out of bed in the morning. Reach it up there. Good. Starting out a little gentle. Reach both arms up. Then bring them back down. Open. Now fold it in, roll your spine. Roll. Good. Interlock those fingers. Press toward me. You should kind of tilt your pelvis in, separate those shoulder blades. We love the stretch. Reach up. Just take it over to one side. Doesn't matter which one. And then the other. Nice. Good. Back up into the center. And then bring it down behind the back. Good. You can interlock or just grab a hold, and we're pushing down. So here's where I want you to brace the midsection. Just take that belly, kind of brace it so you're not overarching. You want a neutral spine. So we're just bringing those shoulders down, stomach strong. We don't want to tilt. We don't want to over rotate. So you want to brace the midsection so you feel that nice little bracing. Good. And then from here, take your right ear to your right shoulder, or left, it doesn't matter which one actually. You can mirror me and then bring it down. Oh, good. And then again, rotate. And I know I mentioned this before. Sometimes we're tighter on one side than the other. So if I'm moving a little bit fast, you can always hold it on the tight side. Get more of what you need in the stretch, right? So you don't have to follow me all the way. You can kind of stop and do your own thing. And then we're going to bring it in and then just shake that out. We're going to take it out wide. So we're going to start with that squat, aka hip hinge. So the hip moves first. We sit back right here. And now we know the first thing to go in a squat is the hip, and then the knees bend, and then we sit into the heels. And all I'm going to ask you to do with those arms, just kind of just hold them steady here for a minute. And then as you kind of warm those legs up, you want to brace the midsection and keep your chest up. That takes back strength. So take your arms and really open as you sit. So when you do that, you know your back is working when you feel those shoulder blades kind of come up and in. So we're working through the lats to keep our chest up and draw our arms up. That feels good, right? Yes, you're going, yeah, so good. So now one more. Good. And we're going to just take it a little bit wider. So when we go a little wider, it gives us a little bit more mobility in the hip. So toes are out at that angle. Good. And now we're going to sit down. Again, just kind of feel a little bit more inner thigh. Good. Nice. So we're nice and wide, right? Good. So we just want to bring our arms up as if you're holding a ball, okay? So I'm just going to hold it up. Now we're going to drop. And I want you to rotate and bring it back and sit. So now bring the chest up, brace the midsection. You're getting a little bit of core because we're rotating the rib cage, not the hips. And so what you want to really focus on is keep the weight balanced between both legs and turn your trunk, your shoulders and your rib cage over to the side. So sit, over, down. Good. One more each side. Try to really sit into it and rotate. Brace. Feel the separation there of the rib cage and the hip. So you don't want to be rotating the hip. Okay, good. Now, let's just add a little more fun to this. More fun. We're going to add that upper body, but first let me get the lower body. I want you to sit. Bring your right heel up and then stand. Now sit, left heel. Good. So we're getting some calf activation. This is so important. So important, not just as we age, but in general. lifting that heel, calf activation, right? Drop, heel lift, down. Good. Now let's add that rotation with the heel lift. Okay, don't worry about it. I'll walk you through it. The heel that you lift is the side you're going to rotate. So when you lift the heel, rotate. Sit, rotate toward the lifted heel, down. Sit, rotate. Good. Doesn't that feel good? Once you get the integrated movement, it's integrated, and there's so many benefits that we get when we move this way. This is the way we move anyway. When we move, we always move in an integrated way, but we're intentionally doing it. One more each side, okay? Good. Nice. Now let's take that inhale to a forward fold. So you're stay wide, stay wide. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Just allow yourself to sink down in the stretch for a second. Nice. Because you did just get a little bit of exercise there. And every little bit counts. So now I'm going to stay here. You can stay high, but bend, hinge, and roll. Good. Nice. Now we're still wide. Good. And we're going to shift right and left. And we're going to take this little opener. So we've done this before where we open and we open and we open. I want you to think open to a diagonal. I want you to think open. So we kind of warmed up this way where we were opening. I want you to focus on a straight arm. And as you open that arm, you're really thinking engaging the middle back and stretching through the chest. Now let's just hold it to one side. Good. So we're going to go into a warrior. So I want you to just purposely point one toe straight ahead and the other one toward the wall, and then bring it into a warrior. Nice. Nice. And so with this warrior, we're going to transition into the crescent. So I'm going to take it's my left, your right, if you're mirroring me, and I'm just going to circle and I'm going to pivot that back foot and then reach. Now I'm going to brace the midsection. I'm going to reach forward. So I'm up over that front leg and I'm going to open it back. Again, we want to engage that back. This is postural. So this is strengthening our postural muscles, and we lose that from sitting too much. So I'm pulling my shoulders down, opening my chest toward the floor. So nice posture here. And then I'm going to reach up again, and I'm going to open again. And then this arm, that's the back arm, I'm going to just roll, and we're going to go right into that warrior again. So I'm still in the warrior, pulling the shoulders down, opening the chest, reaching it long. Sit. Take that top arm, reach, brace, and pull. Feel the abdominals again. You didn't know you're going to get a little core workout. So we're stretching and we're strengthening and we're reaching and we're pulling into that W. It's like right here, pull. You got two more. And then one more. And then we're going to go back. I want you to reach, bring it back, right into that sumo again. Sit, rotate, heel lift. Oh, what did we just do? Stay low, rotate with the heel lift. You are doing so great here. Stay with me. One more. Good. Now reach up, forward fold down. Good. Just hang into the forward fold, right? You can brace, you can use an assist, or you can go all the way down. And just breathe and stretch and relax. And we're just going to loosen those knees and roll the back up like a cat. Here we are in that sumo. And now the other foot points toward the wall. And then you point back in toward the camera or toward me. So we're in this warrior two pose right here. Now I'm just shifting to the other side. Nice. And so feels good, doesn't it? Yes. All right. And so here we go. Now this arm is going to swoop, and I'm going to just pivot into that crescent. Pivot. And now I want to reach up over that front leg. Brace the midsection. Reach up over so that you're really kind of getting into that front leg. I'm going to open into the warrior or into the Superman or Cobra. And then reach, circle. And as I circle, I'm pulling the shoulders down, pressing that chest out over the front leg. Okay, so we have a nice long spine, really working through the posture muscles, getting a little activation in that front leg. Feels good. And pull. Now what I'm going to do is take this back arm again, and I'm going to pivot, open, shift into warrior two, brace the midsection. Good, and I'm just going to take it over as if I have like a ball. Now open the chest toward me, because it's easy to want to roll, and I want you to open and sit. So we're nice and aligned. You feel that? Now take your arms and reach them. None of this stuff. Reach, there we go, and pull. Reach, brace the midsection, pull through the back, sit into the leg. So you don't always have to have weights. You can do this with weights, by the way, light weights, light ones. And open, reach, one more time. Now we're just going to pull it in, a little pivot, sit down, rotate, heel lift, rotate. Come on up, sit, rotate, heel. Good. Nice. You can always stay down and just take it side to side if you want a little bit more heat in the legs. We got a little heat. One more. Now we have another forward fold. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. And again, use your assist if you need it. And just really relax here down. Breathe deep. Feel the stretch. Pull the navel in as you tilt the tailbone up. Doesn't look that way, but I want you to think that way. Enhances your stretch. And we just relax the knees and roll the back up like a cat. And let's just get one hip flexor stretch while we're here. So all I did was pivot toward you. That's it. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. The leg that's back, you're going to reach. So we can feel a little bit of the hip, waist. If your heel is down and back, which is that's what I'm encouraging you to do. If your heel is down, you're going to feel the calf stretch. And you did just kind of get calf activation, right? So it's good to stretch that, because our calves and our feet get really immobile especially if we sit a lot, they get really immobile. Other side, reach. And that's one of the causes for falls and slips, trips, and falls. And we don't want slips, trips, and falls. We want to make sure we're picking our feet up. Pick your feet up off that ground. And so we have the heel down, the hip forward, bring it down. That feels so good. Now relax it. Good job, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Now I want to just give you this quick little update on our Thrive in 2025 June. It was a reflect, reset, and recharge. We're in the reset week. So we have two things going on this week. We're resetting nutrition and resetting our mindset around movement strategies. So, I heard a saying about don't let a setback become your new set point. And we don't want to let setbacks become our set points and become kind of mired in that lifestyle inertia. But it happens, right? We start off a year and we're really enthusiastic. Then life happens and we haven't always adopted the strategies we need so that we can still keep going and sustain healthful habits. Instead, we tend to kind of let them slip. So that's what June is about. We're reclaiming health and harmony, and we're resetting. So we had a lot of reflection questions last week that I gave. And this week, it's the practical reset with nutrition and practical movement and mindsets around movement week. And that's what we're doing in our Wellness at Work platform. If you want more information on that is on our microsite, and the information is down below. So your encouragement this week is to reset in some area. If you just choose movement, that's fine. If you just choose nutrition, but don't let that setback keep you stagnant, right? Where we stay kind of inert, we just kind of stay kind of spiraling. You don't have to let that happen. That's what our programs are designed for. Whether you participate in the group or you just take what you need from the microsite of available resources that we have, what matters is that you're taking some sort of action, proactive action toward better health and harmony. And that's what it's about, thriving in 2025. So check out all the activities and the information in your June Wellness newsletter, and have a wonderful, blessed, safe day. Thank you.